Coming to you live from the palatial studios of PBJ Productions. Welcome to Patrick and BJ Talk Real Estate, where we talk about life, the universe, and everything as it relates to real estate.
Hey everybody, it's BJ.
And Patrick.
And we're here again talking about all things real estate. And today we have a special guest that we're going to talk about what's going on in the world of mortgages and mortgage rates and how that affects you and how you can take advantage of a lot of opportunities that are out there.
So our special guest, Nathan Blais, he's a mortgage professional and he's going to help us with answering these questions.
Hey everybody.
Yeah, so it's really great to have you here, especially with what's happening with interest rates in the current market. And the big question that people are asking me is if they should be on a fixed rate or on a variable rate.
Right, so that's a very good question. And when it comes to fixed and variable, it really depends on the lender and their risk tolerance. So some people, depending on how much you're trying to qualify for, variable may not even be an option, because for the qualifying rate, it's on average 80 basis points, 0.80 points higher than variable. Or excuse me, fixed is 80 basis points less to qualify for than variable would be.
So
Okay.
how about, just to make it easy for everybody and for me, how about if you give that to me in numbers related to a mortgage?
Right, so based off this current rate hike, you're looking at for a uninsured variable probably around 8.1% qualifying rate, and uninsured probably 7.5.
Okay. Okay, so you're
insured 7.5, uninsured 8.
Yeah,
around
so
8.
that number is quite higher.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, because what is it? What would it be
And
if
then
it was
for a
fixed?
fixed.
Then? Yeah.
A fix would probably be somewhere in the qualifying rate in the 6 range.
Okay, so that's a significant amount.
Absolutely.
So what?
And even HELOCs, we're talking even higher now, right, in the 8 range.
Okay, so but the thing is, and I'm sure we'll get to all of these too, but if you're in a fixed rate because you get the 6%, what happens at the end of the year if the interest rates come down? You have to just ride out your higher.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Right. So if you can get a variable rate over history, it's shown that variable wins
Yeah.
4 to 5 times.
Okay.
And you know what? If you're gonna, if you want to advise a client, if you want to get, fixed or variable, if you look at the 5-year fixes, right now makes up a 16% market share of all mortgages. Right. So the demand for that has actually gone down.
Okay.
What seems to be more, what's the word for it? What seems to be more in demand is actually shorter term fixed.
Yeah, well, it makes
Right.
sense to me, right?
Like a 1 year.
Yeah,
Exactly,
opposed to a
1, 2, or
5,
3 year
right?
fixed.
Like if I could get a couple of years and I have the expectation that interest rates are going to start to go down at the end of the year, that's what I'd want, right?
Absolutely. There are some economists that are actually calling for that rates are going to be 1% less fixed than they are now next year.
Wow.
Right. So if you're going on a 1-year fixed, it's definitely going to be higher than a 5-year fixed, but then you can capitalize later on
Right.
lower interest
Sure.
rates.
Yeah.
And that's what seems the trend to be. Unless you never know, there could be a black swan event, and something bad could happen. Right. We never know what's going to happen in the market, but that's
Leafs
what seems
could
to
win
be.
the cup.
Absolutely. Absolutely not.
Did you know that the Leafs have not won the cup since the league was a 6-team league?
You mean like trees, maple leaves?
Yeah.
That's
Exactly.
right.
Yeah, right.
Sorry, I don't pay attention to hockey. I know it's hockey.
It was before I was born. How's that?
Oh, okay.
Oh, man.
So that's longer than I was born. Okay.
Okay.
You're pretty young.
All right. So
Right. So the difference is between, let's say, what is the advantage between getting a fixed rate as opposed to a variable rate? And now with the market, the interest rate market has gone up. I'm sure that the 60% of the market that has chosen to do a fixed rate is benefiting from it. But I find a lot of people that go for a fixed rate, life changes, plans change, and now they're looking at breaking their fixed rate, like their fixed year. Let's say it's a 5-year term, right?
Right.
Yeah. So, even though the variable might go up and down, and be more expensive today, is there still an argument to get a fixed rate, like nowadays?
It really depends on the client. I would definitely recommend, as I said, a shorter fixed. But then when you do recommend shorter fixes, is you never know what happens, as you just said, with clients. Maybe they lose their job in the next year, or maybe they get a divorce, and when it comes time for renewal, they may not qualify for that renewal, right? So that could become as an issue as well.
Awesome.
So I mean, you said you wanted to know a benefit.
Yeah.
So I mean, the benefit would be to capitalize on future lower rates, as well as the fact that how much you could qualify for on a lower interest rate would be greater than a higher one, right? Which would be the variable.
You have more
'Cause you said it
buying
was,
power.
Right, 2% less.
Exactly.
You said right now. Yeah.
Thank you, Nathan Blais, mortgage broker. Thank you for answering those great questions.
Thanks for having me. It's a
And
pleasure.
joining us on our podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? If you're watching and you have any other questions, feel free to put them in the comments. You can reach out to us directly. If you haven't, please like the video, subscribe to the channel. Just helps us get the word out and grow the channel. We appreciate your time, and we'll see you next time. See ya.
Thanks for watching the video. See you next time.